Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? So I'm out here on location struggling. I mean, it's just such a hard day. What's the weather like where you are? Needless to say, I'm in sunny South Florida and it is gorgeous. And that's clearly not the picture I want up. So let's try that one more time. There we go. So, oh my gosh. And my puppy is here with me and he is literally digging right by my feet. So he's trying to figure out how much dirt he can shoot into my shoes. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about is, when you're out there and you're already crushing it as an entrepreneur, like you're killing it, right? And you're going, yeah, Donna, I'm closing 30 to 60% into my high ticket program, and that's pretty good. And I really don't want to disrupt the flow. But then conversely, you recognize that you don't have any guardrails for your conversations. Things go, sometimes they get off track. Sometimes you feel like you left money on the table. Sometimes clients are saying no a little too fast, which means that you're definitely leaving money on the table. There's a lot that's happening. There's a lot that's going on. So, how do you, and then sometimes you're on this thing where you have to break patterns in the conversation. And so you'll get a client that'll say things like, well, I'm interested, but now's not a good time, or I have other things going on that you could help them with. I have other things going on, or I have other priorities, or I don't know if the investment is right for the return. They could have a bunch of them. I got to talk to someone else, all of those things. So I'm going to give you a really quick tip, something that you can use right now. I'm not going to be on here for long at all. I'm going to give you a really quick tip, something that you can use when you need to get your client to a yes. But the thing is that they've said yes for to so many things that by the time you get to the point where you're actually making an offer to them, they feel like they now have earned the right to say no, right? And so a lot of times, if you look at the old gurus and some of the dudish marketing, they're constantly like, no, you got to get yes, 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 yes. No, you actually want to break some psychological patterns and you want to get to a no. And let me show you how to do this. First of all, hey, what's up? My name is, and by the way, getting to that no is going to make money. My name is Donna St. Louis. I am co-founder of Fire Savvy. And what we do is we work with people who are professional service providers like coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, or as I like to say, people who barter on their brilliance, their agency owners. And so one of the things that we do is we help them increase their revenue by making sure, number one, that they have an epic offer. A lot of times we're looking at offers and there's so many opportunities that are missing from using a really good offer. The other thing that they're doing is they need to make sure that they have a really good audience. So, what is that target rich environment, and how are you putting your offer in that target rich environment in a non pushy, salesy, cringy way? And then finally, we make sure that you have the skills to sell. So, today, I'm really going to talk about this one little question, this one tactic that you can literally use on a sales call that would help you, and by the way, even if you're on stage, to help you close more deals faster, right? Because you really want to be being efficient in enrolling clients. So let's just do it real quick. So you have a client, they're on the phone, you've been having a great conversation, you're about 45 minutes in, and what's up, Chanel? That's my co-founder, Chanel Evans, on there. Anyway, you have a client. um they've been in, what's up, Facebook user sending me the wave. And they're really interested. Well, they're interested, but you know what I mean? So they're not quite over that hurdle. They're literally like sitting there on the fence, right? They're fence riding. They got the splinters in the butt. They have not quite made the decision. And you don't want to be pushy, because being pushy is just really cringy. So you're trying to find a way to, number one, get them over the hump, but number two, not be pushy. You've already asked them a lot of things and they've given you a lot of yeses, but now they're at that point of hesitation. And especially when you're talking about higher ticket offers, this happens quite a bit. So, how do we get them over there? So, After you have done everything, then how you doing, Cynthia? Then what you want to do is you want to ask a different type of question. Okay? So you've put everything out there and still they're at the point of not quite going. Okay. Generally, this means, by the way, that you haven't been following the fire savvy sales method. That's why you're dealing with this. Number one. Number two, you probably made an offer, but it wasn't a pre-qualified or pre-approved offer. So now they have objections. And so now you have finally gotten over those objections, but they're still not moving. This is what I want you to ask the client. Whatever it is that they're working on, that they're saying, especially if they tell you that they have other things that are a priority, you could literally say, because I've heard this one, you know, you could say, would you be would you be sorry, my dog's running. Hey, come here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Right. You actually want to ask them if they would take offense to you all working together on that product, on that project, or on that other thing, right? So you could say, or you could say, how could, would you take offense to me, or would you be, I'm sorry, not offense, opposed. Would you be opposed to me working with you in moving that forward? Would you be opposed to me helping you with XYZ? Would you be opposed to, right? So we'll have a lot of clients that'll say, well, we're really busy right now, so we can't do this at this point, which never makes sense because when you're not busy, you're not making money. So I say, well, would you be opposed to taking an additional 2 or 3 hours a week to multiply your revenue? And then they're like, no, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Of course, they're not opposed to that. So you want to use the opposition word, not offense. I don't know why I said offense. You want to use opposition. What is the opposition that you could use? Would you be opposed to working 3 additional hours a week in order to double or triple your revenue? Would you be opposed to whatever the results are that you're going to offer? Right. And whatever the time or effort commitment that's required. Oh, he's here. Whatever the time or effort commitment that's required, you want to make sure that you ask, would you be opposed to blah, 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 blah. Now, here's the thing. This is usually a last ditch effort. This is a person that you want to work with. And you're like, listen, you don't do this for everyone. And you don't do this all the time. It is literally like the last thing. They've already said no, right? They've already made it clear that they're not going to go forward because they got other things to work on. So then you can go, especially if someone tells me, when people tell me they're busy, I know that's BS. They haven't prioritized making money. So now I'm going to literally ask them, well, would you be opposed to spending 3 hours to tripling your revenue starting in the next month? Would you be opposed to working 3 hours a week to do that? Because then they're like, well, maybe not, right? Would you be opposed to getting 3 to 5 hours of coaching a month to triple your revenue, double your revenue, to getting your messaging on point, to having a better offer that closes, to closing more efficiently? Would you be opposed to that? Of course not. Right? And so you have to break the patterns that clients are used to hearing by saying something they're not used to hearing. This is one of the things that we teach in the Superstar Sales Academy. We teach how to ask better questions because it's not just about asking questions, it's about asking the right questions and better questions. So we've already done week one. However, you can still catch up. Trust me on that. All you got to do is scan the QR code and jump in right now. And this includes a 21-day challenge, and you definitely want to get in on the 21-day sales competition and challenge because that's where people are going to make money. Now, if you already have leads and you're already bringing in leads, then yes, jump in now so we can help you close more of those leads. We want you to close out first quarter on a high note. This is going to set you up for the rest of the quarter. And so, quite honestly, what you have to ask yourself is this: would you be opposed to doubling or tripling your revenue for the year? Would you be opposed to having a challenge that really sets you up to be successful, gives you some guardrails, as well as some accountability to hit those numbers for the first quarter, maybe even hit them higher? If you're not opposed to making more money quickly, then all you got to do is scan that QR code. Hey, that's all I got for you today, and I'll talk to you later. I'm going to go here. I'll give you a quick view of the view. There's the puppy. Say hi, puppy. Good job. Yeah. And this is what I'm struggling with today. I know it's really tough. It's really tough, but yeah, that's what I'm struggling with. And if you're going, wow, she's really out there by herself. Yeah, I really am. It's it really is. And this is my tripod. If you all are wondering, like, where was your phone? It was on the tripod right here. Yeah, this is the tripod for today. Yeah, and then I'll use this tripod on a different day. And last time I was out, I think I was using that tripod. So yeah, multitude of tripods out here. And then my trusty companion, who is dirty as hell. He was literally digging in the dirt. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Again, if you're not opposed to going ahead and crushing your numbers for this first quarter, having accountability, a streamlined way to make sure that you're selling better, really selling better, and having more effortless conversations, something with some guardrails, making sure you're not talking to those tire kickers. If you're not opposed to making more money, then go ahead and jump in. Just scan the QR code. Talk to you later. Oh, and by the way, we do have financing. Talk to you later. Bye.